To be an entertainer, to make things I desire, that is my most solemn wish. But maybe I can give and take. They don't seek what I offer, and that's a bitch. But the entertainer's conundrum is once I get off this podium, much more like a pendulum, will I crash from the momentum? Will my life be this pandemonium of randomonium? I think I'd rather be kicked in the scrotum. Swing, swing, motherfucker. Swing, swing. Welcome to a new series where I tell my story of how I found a piece of content, enjoyed the content, and the exact moment I left the community that the content was from. The timeline may seem a little off, because I'm basically telling my story of exploration through Jackfilms content. What I found years ago, why I watched, what I watched, and why I stopped watching. Please feel free to comment anything you want. This is my timeline of interaction. Jacksfilms is a stranger creator to talk about. The evolution of the Jack Douglas persona is just bizarre to say the least. Jack started YouTube as a weird man who posted skit videos. Honestly, a 10 out of 10 way to start making content. But Jack came into his own over time. When I found Jack, it was actually a Philip DeFranco video. One that no longer exists because fuck that guy. Jack made a meme about how much he hated people saying light switches were eternal during a particularly early YIAY, or Yesterday I Asked You, where he asks his comments section a question and records himself reading the best answer. So then when Jack would eventually make a YIAY about turnoffs, three things became common jokes. Light switches, overused light switch references, and Jacksfilms became the three biggest turnoffs. I like the humor and style. I really didn't care for YIAY much, except when Kwite reviewed it. That shit was funny, which is how Kwite became my favorite YouTuber for like 6 years running.
Go away.
Pewds is trying to be the bigger man here. You can see the strain and the stress he's putting himself through just to spare Jack's films.
To get filler footage for this video, I wanted to showcase some of the magic of YIAY, of Jack reading comments. So I knew I needed to get footage, but I didn't feel like going back through YIAY to watch every episode again and edit it together. So I did what every good American does. I hired a foreigner to do it. How are you holding up, Asuka? Great work, little buddy. Get back in the basement. So, initially, I dug deeper into the Jacksfilms library, found when he moved to LA, and yes, this is actually from the video. He really took bat nipples to the next level. And I also found out that Jack was talented with music, which was very nice, actually.
We all wanna be a beauty pie. Beauty pie.
During YGS, or Your Grammar Sucks, Jack got to show his chops with music loads of times, like here.
Hey haters, don't be telling you're pretty and nice girl like Justina better than you. Just letting you know, I'm surprised your parents didn't ban you from watching that Justine, cause you're so ugly. Please.
Also, thank you to Splinky, who made the Megasynch so that we saw where the references were from for YGS 99, which is almost 100. That's crazy. And so far, there's a pattern you may be noticing. Your Grammar Sucks requires comments. YIAY requires comments. It's not like he had a third series at the time, Jack Ask, which was just a Q&A series. Soon enough, the YGS uploads became my favorite, aside from 100, though they tried out quickly, seeing infrequent uploads while YIAY took up most of Jack's time. What would eventually happen was kind of strange. Jack uploaded parodies and skits, but no music, until some FouseyTube drama showed up.
Drama is more popular than content.
Whoops, wrong clip, sorry.
Because at the end of the day, we're all just a bunch of assholes talking to a camera.
Jack's best song, in my opinion, is one he wrote after coming up with a beautiful phrase, sang it to criticize a low-tier YouTube prankster, then made a full song to mock Fousey without saying his name even once, in the song, in the video, anywhere. And it's not like this is the only time Jack got into drama.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start reacting to your videos, but I'll just show your videos in their entirety. That way it's like a one-stop shop. People don't even have to go to your channel, they can just go to mine.
You might be thinking that last clip is because of Sniper Wolf. No, it's because of Jinx Reload, who freebooted Jack's content reacting to YGS 99, which is almost 100 by the way. I'll get to the Sniper Wolf shit eventually, don't worry. Because of the way YouTube works, I was eventually, after watching many Jacksfilms songs, redirected to a video called Every Song Ever. I was curious how Jack would parody every song, but that's not what he did. Instead of a small series of jokes about songs that are doing something too often, maybe 4 chords or something like that, right? You know, like Axis of Awesome. Something a little bit strange happened, and I just have to show you for you to understand why this is the exact moment I laughed.
You did not transcribe my music, did you? You transcribed every single one of my songs. Look what he did. Every single one of my songs. Are you kidding me? Dubstep Sauce. How do you transcribe Dubstep Sauce? Everything. You even did my flavor tone song. You even have the spoken. You even have the spoken portions. Epic Harry Potter song. Oh, now it's sheet music. Shockwords. Shockwords by Jack Douglas and Rebecca Black. You did every single song. Used to Wear My Hair. Jack City Jack the Travelette theme song. Justin Bieber's Christmas Wish. How in the hell? David, this is the most rewarding fucking thing anyone's ever done for me. I'm speechless. Well, David, if you say you're going to release this on PDF, that means I got to get PMS number 3 out. So you're on, buddy. And once the PDF is out, I will tweet it out for anyone who wants it. You're awesome, buddy. Thank you so much. Nailed it.
This video, to this day, still haunts me. It may not seem like much, but take a second. Search up PMS3. I was curious, as Jack had done well with YIAY, YGS, Jackass, so what was PMS? I was getting tired of the modern, lazier content, so I wanted to see his older series. I thought I'd find maybe 8 videos or so that could entertain me for a long while, but PMS3 doesn't exist. Jack is happier in this set of clips than I've ever, and I mean ever, seen a man with this much gratitude. A song scout, now called a game scout, took a lot of time and effort to transcribe all of Jack's songs, under the condition that Jack made the 3rd episode to his favorite series, PMS, or Parody Music Sketch. Jack never made PMS3. All of that gratitude. Now, to be fair, how PMS worked was it was a minute advertisement for 1 parody video, which was in the description, 1 music, and 1 sketch. It used to use a system on YouTube that is broken now. It is a series that is years old, at least 11 or 12 by now. And he did make parodies, he did make music, and he did make sketches, but they became higher effort in areas that weren't what people came to him for. So eventually those kind of filtered off of the channel, and it became just the YIAY channel, the YGS channel, the Jackass channel, the community has to pay my rent channel, which, well, you had some great gimmicks, like when he decided to celebrate the Emoji Movie way too hard. That was pretty funny. It kind of lost its fun, and I was a little disgusted by this at the time, and in recent years I've reached out to a song scout. He didn't seem bothered and said he released it, and he did release it, and it's pretty impressive work. It doesn't really make sense to me though. The PMS videos weren't long, they just linked to other videos that were split into 3 separate videos with equal time, and the PMS formula died off, and I eventually found that Jack created YIAY as a way to make lazier content. Now that might make a few people a little annoyed, but by the time I came to this realization, Jack was advertising a product called the YIAY book, and advertising for an upcoming show called YIAY Live. I won't get too into many details, but Jack for a period had 3 running YIAY projects. He was the YIAY guy, exclusively known for YIAY. Around this time, YIAY Live was cancelled with a now deleted video expressing that Jack was overworking himself. YIAY, which is a community content type of project, was literally consuming Jack's entire life. Jack had quit many of the best projects by this point, diving deeper and deeper into the madness of the single thing he had become known for. And to this day, up until a recent series of events, that's all Jack was known for. YIAY, a single, solitary series that really isn't that impressive if you think about it. He just had an audience and pilfered their jokes, added some of his own humor, became a good punching bag, but still, without the community, his content was uninspired. When Pewdiepie would eventually take YIAY and make YIAY as a joke, I found more humor in Kwite's conspiracy theory videos than I ever did in any YIAY episode. And Kwite, when I found him, had like 7,000 subscribers. So, I'm gonna go off script for a second because I have to clarify something, because I'm about to talk about the Sissa Snipe Wolf drama. If you look at the email I sent to a song scout, it was in October of last year, 2023. And at that time, it was right after Sissa Sniper Wolf showed up to Jacksfilms' house. And because Sissa Sniper Wolf made Jacksfilms feel uncomfortable, the internet kind of took Jacksfilms' side. Now, at the time, I was aware of some YouTube rules, and I'll get into that. But I want to make a huge point here, right? Jack is a creative individual, a talented individual who is very good at acting, very good at music, very good at expressions. He's pretty good at impressions. His voice is really fun. He's a charming and genuinely sincere individual who now reacts to YouTube comments. In the last few years, most of his content has been reacting to stuff. If you go and watch his beautiful, beautiful Emoji Movie trailer analysis, he's just reacting to it. When he was starting drama with Logan Paul by asking, but what if the haters dab back? I think it was Logan Paul. What if the haters dab back and got blocked and then started a meme? You know, he's never been above drama. He's just complained that drama is bullshit and that content doesn't get as appreciated as drama does by the viewing audience. It's not that I'm calling him a hypocrite. I'm just saying, at least when Jack reacts to your content or your comment or something like that, he credits you for it. And that's the one thing I can say about him. And at least he's actually got some talent and isn't just a pair of the donkers on the fucking screen. You know, at least there's some kind of substance there, but to some extent that's kind of gonna make the next part a little worse, right? Because technically, he did something he should have done. I'm going to go back on script, but I felt like this needs to be added and clarified because what I'm about to say is going to get a little weird, and you need to know, like, they technically make the same type of content. In fact, Jack doesn't even review YIAY himself. He now has a quote-unquote shadow council because he didn't want to go through the comments anymore and pick his favorite ones. Now there's like a group, I guess, that does it, a meme group called the Shadow Council. If you go to any newer YIAY video, and then when he stopped doing YIAY, he started reacting to Sissa Sniper Wolf's content. And now the motherfucker's doing his own reaction content. He's now doing reaction content. I mean, can you get... I can't fucking believe this shit, man. You can't write television like this. Ugh. Alright, back to the script. I apologize. Thank you for letting me rant. Jack made an interesting promise to Jinx Reload. You might remember the clip I showed earlier. Jack said he specifically would create a one-stop shop for Jinx's content. This is the part that's going to get a little weird. These are the community guidelines regarding harassment when Jacksfilms started this saga. Look at the part that I've highlighted specifically. This is the community guidelines when Jacksfilms ended this saga. Accounts dedicated entirely to focusing on maliciously insulting an identifiable individual. Jack was attempting to go after Sissa Sniper Wolf because he wanted YouTube to stop advertising that she was a top content creator. Fine, fair enough even. But Jack literally was creating an atmosphere in which his audience would go after Sissa Sniper Wolf, and his audience would mock and make fun of her. He had 55 videos back to back onto Jacksfilms that were all targeting Sissa Sniper Wolf to mock her for her lack of creativity as well as other aspects of her character. Now, you could say it wasn't malicious, but the entire goal was to get her channel to be taken down in various ways, including having people report that their content was stolen for her videos, which, I mean, fine, make a few videos here and there, but he was an entire channel. What I don't understand is why Sissa Sniper Wolf didn't just report his account. She instead, as a convicted criminal in the past for a violent crime, might I add, showed up to his home to talk. By all accounts, this entire saga would have ended if Sissa Sniper Wolf just went to YouTube, who was already sucking her off anyway. Plus, hey guys, this mean creator won't stop making videos about me. Jack was so tired of being the YIAY guy, he literally went into being the Sissa Sniper Wolf is bad guy. Before I end the video, I want to leave with one final thought. Jack created Be Funny Now, the YIAY book, and Pivy. Of these three, Be Funny Now had no censorship, and Pivy had to add censorship because you get screens like this. Yes, I starred grossly inappropriate comments in order to showcase some grossly inappropriate comments, and took famed Chicago-based catboy-loving, gay, Latino, white supremacist, homophobe Nick Fuentes and posted the address to Wrigley Field as if it was his address. I did this with my own real username, and I saw no penalties for my actions. I won't show it, but I even saw Jack's docs floating on Pity, because the dipshit forgot to put in any form of censorship, despite the internet's history and his recent history with Sissa Sniper Wolf. Okay, I've recorded this like 10 times. I want to say thank you to Flam, personally, for challenging me to make a video that isn't negative. When Flam first joined my audience, Flam made a good point that commentary and drama are just boring because it's always extremely negative and trying to take down other people's lives, or you're just kind of licking the balls of whoever you're trying to compliment. I want to thank Space Bread, who was my rock throughout all of this. I hired him as an editor, paid him a little bit for some of the work he did. If this gets any donations, there's a donation link in the description. I'm going to give a decent portion of the donations to him if you mention this video, and he did a good job. I want to thank a few of the people that I've talked to about this over the last year. This is a project that I started a long time ago. And last but not least, I just want to say, if you enjoy this kind of content, throw me a like, throw me a subscribe. I wouldn't normally ask this, but let me know that you actually enjoy it, and I intend to make more of these. The next one I want to make is August the Duck, and I have some criticisms of him as well, and I want to be honest and candid and open in the future. Thank you for your support. I genuinely appreciate anyone who stuck for the entire video to see it in full, and I appreciate you. I'm gonna try and revitalize this format over time and make it better. I think this was a good rough first time, considering I've never put together a video with this much editing, and I wanted to be as hands-on as possible. Even if I had an editor, I still did a lot of this stuff myself and used an editor to make it easier. So thank you to all of those people. Thank you to John Breaks Bad News, who hired me so I could afford an editor. I'm his editor, which is great, and he's given me a lot of opportunities to better myself. Thank you to everyone who showed up, and I'm genuinely thankful that I'm finally able to make the kind of videos that I want to. I was really proud of this, even if it was like a tiny thing, and I'm going to make more of these on content creators and hopefully introduce you to some more people. Thank you again, guys. I genuinely appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.